Welcome to high-end collecting, not just in movies, but in figures and other things that I collect. What is high-end collecting? Well, let's talk about it. Might be a little too close to the camera. Let me back it up here a minute. Trying to get my lighting just right. Well, as you noticed in the last video that I showed, I think it's phase 5. I said I was getting rid of VHS and stuff. Okay. Now, I didn't get rid of all of them, but I have been, over the last 2 weeks, selling like crazy on eBay. Some of them I put up for bid. People was bidding pretty good. I actually was surprised with some of them I had that was rare as they were, and they went for pretty good money. I had a few that was gave to me that sold for pretty decent money. I had some lots. The ones that weren't worth maybe a few bucks a piece, I put like 20 or 25 in a lot for like 59. I think one was 49. Sold a few things like that. Gave some people some deals, because after I've done made so much money compared to what I bought these about, I guess 6-7 years ago off of Scotty Slasher. I bought a bunch off of him. He gave me such awesome deals, and now some of that stuff is skyrocket through the roof. I just wanted to downsize stuff, a lot of things that I want to upgrade. Now, I'm not one of them upgraders. I did start a few of them like that here in the past few months, where I had bought a few Blu-rays and then I sold the VHS. If I did that, it would take me a long time to do. It's better just to pack this shit up, put it on eBay, get rid of it, forget you ever had it, and just start from scratch on Blu-rays and stuff. But I did keep some. As you can tell right here, I'll show you a video of this, of the bookshelf now, which used to be both or all rows used to be double rows of tapes. Okay, so I did keep my Friday the 13th. I did keep my Halloween, except for 2 of them. I had like 3 different copies of Halloween. The original one, I kept the Blockbuster one. It's not really worth a whole lot. I did sell the media releases. I don't need 3 of one. Really, I don't need none of them, because I have part 1 on Blu-ray, I think part 2 on DVD, and then I have the newer Halloweens, which, you know, I still don't have the old ones, but I plan on getting a box set eventually. I'd like to get the Scream Factory box set, which it's out of print now, and it's pretty pricey. And I'm keeping my Gorgon videos. I used to always say Gorgon, but I hear people say Gorgon videos. The clamshells, that's one of my favorites to collect. I did keep a portion of my Dracula VHS. I got rid of a few of them. I had one that I had twice for some reason, and I had 3 or 4 different copies of the original Dracula, so I don't need all of them. And I think I'm rid of like 2 or 3 other ones that, you know, it's just no big deal. But I did keep a portion of them. So I'm keeping Dracula, keeping Friday the 13th, keeping my Halloweens for right now. If I did get rid of the Halloweens, I'd probably just give them to Aaron. Ace, as you know, my son. I'd probably just give them back to him if he wants them. I didn't want to just sell them up. I did sell Nightmare on Elm Street, a whole lot of them. I did find Freddy vs. Jason sealed in my collection that I didn't even know I had sealed in my collection. I still have 2 more lots on eBay right now, and I have a few other ones that's a little pricier than I put on there as buy now, because I did have 1 or 2 sale, and people didn't pay. 3 or 4 days they didn't pay. One of them I had sold 3 different times. No one ever paid for it. I don't know what the deal was. So I finally just put it up to buy now or whatever. So yeah, the link in the bottom, you'll find a few of them left. For what they go for usually on there. I might lower them down eventually. But the high-end collecting. Now, a few months ago, I talked about that on collecting my figurines and stuff. I was collecting my Blu-rays and stuff like Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory, Arrow releases. I wanted to buy more of that stuff, the high-end stuff, where it costs a little bit more to collect. And a lot of people say, you know, VHS is pretty high, you know, high-end collecting. Yes, to a point. On some things, it's rare and everything, but not everything. I mean, I got to the point where I was just going and finding stuff and just picking it up just because it was cheap or $1 or whatever. And a lot of these, some of them, quite a bit of them, I have not even watched. I watched a few over the years, but there's still quite a bit of them that I saw that I never did see. It's just taking up so much room. So now I have that shelf, and I'm going to condense it down a little bit more. I still have a bunch of other VHS that's non-horror related in my drawers and cabinets and stuff that I have over here. And there's probably 150 of them. I don't know what to do on some of them. I still have my Godzillas too. That's a hard one to swallow, try to sell all of them. I hear some of them's pretty pricey. I don't know. I mean, I have every one that's been released on VHS. I think there's 25 or 26 of them out of the 30-some that's they were released on VHS. I still have them, and they're all in squeeze and shake cases. So, you know, I might still keep them somehow. The bookshelf that I showed the video on, it's going to change up a little bit. I'm going to put some horror figures and stuff on there too, but I'm just kind of just separated and went through, showed what I was keeping. I am keeping my Dawn of the Dead VHS that I got. It's no big deal or nothing, but I don't have it on Blu-ray or anything else right now, and I want to keep that. That's my favorite zombie movie. So keeping that for right now, because the Blu-ray is kind of expensive right now. But I have made some money on some of that, and I've done this before. I sold a bunch of comics years ago. You know, I collected for about 10 years, and I made a lot of money off of them, and I turned around and put a lot of that money into buying Godzilla DVDs and a little bit pricier ones and stuff that I've been holding out on to finish out my collection, so I'd have every one in DVD at the time. And now I got a few on Blu-ray now. So yes, the high-end collecting. I'm not trying to buy graded books or graded figures or graded VHS. I might still eventually, every so often, pick up a VHS tape. I'm not saying I quit collecting altogether. Now these are the Classic Collection Universals. These are pretty cool. Yeah, they're in protector cases and everything. I still would collect these. I've got 10 so far. There's 33 altogether. I would love to have every single one of them, but that's one of these collections here and there, if I find one cheap enough to put in the collection, or happen to find it out in the wild, you never know. Or more of the Gorgon videos that I love so much that I've only collected probably 8 or 9 and 6 or 7 years of collecting. But I did get deals on them too from Metal Murph, and some of them are worth big bucks, and I could get quite a bit of money out of them too. But I'm going to hold on to them, and I'm going to hold on to these, which I have all the Frankenstein ones. I think there's a bunch of them. I'm going to still hold on to them for collecting purposes, and of course I kept my Friday the 13th and Halloween's, like I said, and the Dracula ones, which I still have a few of. Dracula, the first one, the original one of this. I have in other ones, but that is just the way it's going to go in the VHS world. But mainly I'm trying to do the boutique stuff, a little bit more higher end collecting on that, and the collecting on my figurines and stuff. I'm trying to stick with more vintage stuff. Every once in a while I'll pick up some other things, but you know, like that Rocky that I got, something that is like on a grill of mine, or like the LJNs. You know, I've been buying a few of them here and there. I like to get a lot more of them, the wrestling superstars, for the toy side of my collecting. CDs is just music. I mean, you're just going to buy CDs and tapes. It's no big deal. No big stuff there. But I still selling on the eBay, and I still have a few things still on there. I got a lot of stuff to take to the post office tomorrow. And all this money is going to the bank and stuff. Paid some bills up and paid some stuff. We're getting ready to go out of town here in about 2 weeks to Indiana. So I'm going to spend a fortune in gas. But I am going to get a few Blu-rays and special cool things out of this money that I've already made later on, once we get back from our trip and everything. and package the rest of these VHS up and hopefully make some more money out of them. So the high-end collecting. I'm not quit collecting VHS altogether. I still have a VCR. I still will watch the ones that I've got. There's still a few of them back there that I haven't seen. And just every once in a while, if I do find something that's pretty cool and unique, and so what? If it costs $50, $60, $70, that's the high-end collecting, baby. I'll pick it up if I got the money, because you work hard for your damn money. If you want something like that and it's cool and you just don't see it a whole lot, like these people are buying mine. I sold a re-release big box Lucille Fulci Zombie for $90 freaking. When they first came out, they were on like $25. I didn't even pay that. It was $0. I didn't pay a damn thing for it. Somebody sent it to me in the mail. I Spit on Your Grave. Same one they sent that to. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching. I sold it for $56. I let it go up for bid. I didn't think them things would go for 20 or 30 bucks. So, and I still have a few of the other big boxes releases from Wizard Video on my eBay. And, you know, that's just the video that I wanted to talk about. The high-end collecting of, you know, collecting movies and quality over quantity. That's what I'm looking for this year. And in the last month, I've only bought 4 Blu-rays. So that tells you something. And the last one I only had like 12 or something for the month. I haven't been buying a whole lot. I'm not going to the Dollar Tree all the damn time buying all these dollar movies. This ain't worth a shit. I mean, if that's your deal and that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I'm not doing it that way no more. This is the way I'm doing it. So every month I'll have an update. Might have a VHS in there. High-end part collecting of that. But mostly it's going to be Blu-rays of boutique labels. And, you know, I'm not saying all of it's going to be boutique, but, you know, a big part of it, I want to get into more of that and collecting box sets and stuff like that on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome, Scream Factory. All the cool horror stuff like that and exploitation and different things. And then in you know, some newer things I will still collect. I have got a few of them Toonie Terrors right now. And I got my shelf now, my vintage stuff. And, you know, still like my turtles and still like my mask stuff and rainbow stuff. I mean, that's all vintage and stuff there. So that stuff's staying. I'm not selling any of it. I did sell off some of the newer wrestling figures and stuff that I had. But mainly I'm collecting my LJN Wrestling Superstars for the toy part of it. That's what I'm kind of on a kick right now. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think about 6 or 7 off of a buddy Jared. He's been on a video of mine one time where I went and bought the real big wrestling figures and stuff off of them. The WCW ones of Sting, Ric Flair, and Lex Luger. And I've been buying them off of him. He's gave me some hell of a deals. And yeah, there's still some Hasbros and stuff I like to pick up too, but just here and there when I come across them. Sorry if this video is too damn long. Hopefully you made it to the end if you really like my videos and support me. And tell me what you think. You know, there's a lot of people that don't collect VHS, period. But I narrowed it down from around probably 400, over 400, I think down to about 65 to 70 right now. So it's a big percentage gone off the shelf. It's really gone. And there's still some boxed up over here, but a lot of them's already out in the mail onto the collectors. Pass it on, gave them some good deals, still made some money off of them. And that's it. Give me your opinion, your comment, or whatever you want down in the description. And that's it for this video. I don't know what else to say. High-end collecting on the posters maybe too. No, not really. I mean, if it's something, I'm not trying to collect all one sheets or anything, but some of that stuff is pretty cool. But I really don't have no freaking room for posters. They're just stacked up against the wall. I got to frame a lot of them. That's what I got to do. That's it for this video. Till next time.